Time is 6 o'clock. I call this meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, if we could have a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Number 2, the superintendent's report. Number 1, CTE program and new Donna ISD logo spotlight. Mr. Superintendent?
Yes. Thank you, Ms. Watts. Board members, community, we want to kind of change things a little bit. We want to start by spotlighting one of our programs, CTE programs, and we would like to share with you a video that we developed internally here to highlight or spotlight our welding program.
It's a feeling inside to watch these kids, and you just look at them and you go like, you know, we're pretty good. These kids are not getting these skills at home anymore. So they come into a shop and they're just learning how to work and be able to use their mind, how to be able to fix things and how to be able to get things done. And things break and they have to fix them, and it's just a wonderful thing to watch these kids work and be able to figure things out. You have a lot of kids here that can really well with the best. You got some of these kids that are really gifted. But there's a lot of them out there too. But these kids can run with them just as easily as the other ones. And we proved that at the national level. You know, we're up there. So we're doing some things right here in Donna.
What I enjoy about welding is the fact that I can step out of my comfort zone and challenge myself to something that's not common, that there's other programs for females, but this is just something that it can help me out when I'm out of high school.
There's going to be a lot of jobs available, and right now in this world oil thing that's going on, America is going to be producing a lot of oil. So there's always going to be jobs available for welders. I have one right now, and he's smart. He's just very smart. I mean, he's going to be working for NASA. That's how smart this kid is.
What I want to say to Donna is that thank you, because we're so lucky to have this program, because not many schools have it, and it just like gives us a guide or a path of a choice, an option that what we can do when we're out of high school, because when we're out, like, it's just the real world. My name is Monica Garcia. I aspire to be, I aspire to lead, and I aspire to succeed.
Thank you. As you can see, Donna ISD, we offer a lot of cool things, right? And so we want to spotlight our great programs. We have over 24 different certifications that we offer here at Donna. And oftentimes people don't know about this kind of stuff. So we want to, again, spotlight and highlight them as much as possible. So you're going to see us doing more and more of these videos that to highlight and acknowledge and recognize, in this case, Mr. Garza and his great program. I also want to thank Mr. Moreno, who's out there in the back, really leading the work in our CTE program. But again, our students are benefiting from it, and we need to do more, obviously, for them, but also we're doing a lot already, and we need to make sure that we acknowledge all that stuff. So again, we will be producing these and put them in our website and share them with you first, because we are the district. So again, we have other things also we'll start working on this end of the past semester, because there's a lot of perception or misperception, I guess, or misception about Donna and the things that we do here in our district. And we definitely want to combat that and show the entire valley and the state of Texas that we're doing great things here. So in an attempt to change that perception, we started working on what's called the rebranding of our district. And also how we can market our district and really highlight the positive things that have been going on here, but also things that we'll be starting doing. So in an attempt of doing that, we start working with the help of our DLPAC committee and some of our principals, and looking at how we can rebrand our district by creating or revamping our logo, our slogan, because we want to be the district of the future. We want to be the district of tomorrow, right? We want people to know Donna as the lead the leader when it comes to public education here in the Valley and the state of Texas. So in an attempt to do that, we're going to share with you a 30-second video also, and also share with you the logo and the slogan that we would like to, for us to be known for, I guess, moving forward. So I have a quick, before the video, I want to share with you a PowerPoint presentation, if you can, please. So Donna ISD, and we've been working on, I don't know if some of you know, when we start working on the slogan and also working on our logo, we want to preserve the history and tradition and things that so important to our community and our district. In the same time, too, provide our district with this new futuristic look. We want people moving forward to know us as the district of tomorrow, but also at the same time, again, showing or respecting the tradition and the history of Donna community, but also Donna ISD. So in this particular logo, you can see that we're talking about academics, we're talking about athletics, we're talking about fine art, we're talking about CTE because we are a district that offers a variety of things. We care about the whole child, and we make sure our students are academically ready for everything, and academically ready for college, for careers, for military if they want, but also they are exposed so many opportunities and choices because we really believe in that. But also we want to show that our district is strong. That's why we have the fortis in there. So the fortis is the Latin for strong, and it's in the middle to show that we are a very strong district. We represent a very, very strong district and very strong community. Those Roman numbers that you see in the left and the right side of fortis, that's 1911. And that's the year that the first time Donna ISD opened, right? So 1911. So we want to make sure that also we look at the history and look at that's when we established, but we are strong, Donna. We offer a variety of things. And also, if you notice, the one in the middle, that's an arrowhead. And we kept that in there in purpose because that's also represents tradition and the history of Donna. So we need to make sure that also is kept in there. But you can see also the colors. We have the black, we have also the maroon, but also we have, right, so all those colors are there representing both of our high schools and what we stand for. So again, we wanted to have a futuristic look and the look that people will look at this and look at Donna, that it's a well-rounded district and it's also a strong district and is the best district in the Valley or in the state of Texas. So if you can move to the next slide, please. We wanted to be known for a district that aspired to be. Our students aspire to lead and aspire to succeed. We want our students to really do whatever they want to do. Give them so many choices, so many opportunities. Anything they have in their minds, anything they want to do, they can really do it. And they can lead and succeed and be whoever they want to be. And if you know in the bottom, if you look in the bottom too, we want to be known as the Donna ISD, the district, the #1 district, again, not only in the Valley, but also in the state of Texas. And that's the vision. That's what we're going to aim for. This is another one just to show you the aspire to be, aspire to lead, aspire to succeed. And again, we want to be known again for the district in the Valley and also in the state of Texas. So again, this is what we want to be known for, right? This is the look. And I want to share with you quickly a 30-second video. And we want to, again, really start this new rebranding, right? New marketing. If you can restart, please. Thank you. As you can see, this is the kind of like, again, we want to be that district. We want to be that district for tomorrow, that district in the Valley and the district of the state of Texas. This is just the beginning of the work we're going to be doing. We don't want to just say we are the district or we are the district of tomorrow if we're not actually delivering on that. So one of the things we'll be working on starting the spring semester, starting hopefully as early as next month, is working with our community, with our staff, all stakeholders, in creating what's called a 5-year strategic plan. So we're gonna start looking and getting input and gathering a lot of feedback, and then start working where we want our district to be a year from today, where we want to be our district to be 2 years from today, and then 5 years from today. So we'll be communicating with you once we finalize all that, sharing this information with our parents, with our community members, partners, of course our board, teachers, principals, everybody, and we'll be starting working, creating these focus groups and things like that, so we can start working and really creating, but also eventually, once we create it, start working on implementing that 5-year strategic plan, because we want to be known for the district of tomorrow. We want to be known for being the district. Donna ISD is the district. Again, while respecting and also keeping that traditions, that strong tradition we have in Donna ISD and the community of Donna, but also looking at the future, looking at tomorrow, right? What we need to do to make sure that our students, again, are college and career ready, military ready, but also they have so many choices, so many opportunities, and we want them to stand out. When a student graduates from Donna ISD, we want people to know colleges, the military, anywhere they go, they say, wow, you went to Donna, right? We want you here. We want you here to come to our colleges. We want you here once you graduate from college to come and work for us. And that's just the beginning of our attempt again to revamp and rebrand our district and start the work to finalize that or create that 5-year strategic plan.
Thank you, Mr. Superintendent.
question?
Good presentation.
Yes.
Any questions?
Any questions from?
Where are we in the process with the logo and the slogan on getting feedback from stakeholders?
So we did, thank you, good question. So we did work with the DLPAC, and we actually went back and forth. And I don't know if we have any DLPAC members here, but they were very much involved with the work. And so I think we went like many times going back and forth with them, and we tried to respect again their input, and then we came back. And last time we had one, I think the meeting we had, last one we had was in December, and we received a positive feedback that they liked the logo that we came up with. Yep.
Good. Okay, number 2, the January Lone Star Governance Monitoring Report. Mr. Superintendent?
Thank you. Ms. Watts, board members and community members, as you know, since we developed the Lone Star governance goals, our goals, and also calendar, every month we have to come back to you and also share with you where we stand as far as monitoring our goals. And January 2019, I'll be sharing with you where we stand as far as goal 1. And so, if you remember, goal 1 is looking at the percentage of kindergarten through grade 2 students reading on or above grade level, and we want that to increase from 64 to 90 by the year 2023. And under goal number one, we had 3 measuring goals, and the first one is looking at the percentage of kindergarten students reading on or above grade level, and we want that to increase from 72 to 90% by 2023. Also, we're looking at the first grade student reading on or above grade level, and we want that to go from 55 to 90%. And then the last goal is looking at the second grade reading on or above grade level, and also we want that to increase from 65 to 90% by 2023. I just want to share with you that our teachers and our schools assess our students monthly and look at their reading level if they are on or above grade level. And so this is where the reports will represent. So November 2018, our students, only 52% of them showed that they were on or above grade level. A month and a half later, 59% of them showed that they are on or above grade level. This is overall. So this is when you combine kinder all the way to grade 2 together. Our goal is to be at 70% by the end of the school year. And so we've shown definitely some progress. This is where we ended last year. So last year, at the end of last year, 64% of our students were on a grade level, but our goal is not to be at 74. Obviously, our goal to have more of our students reading on or above grade level, and we're gonna aim for 70%. So our teachers, obviously, and our principal, our staff have been really working hard to achieve that goal. If we break it down, grade level at the time, so for kindergarten, a student reading on or above grade level, we went from 47 to 59. Last year, we ended at 72. However, our goal is to be at 76%. So you see, we still have some more ground here to do here, some more work to do with our kindergarten students. But we are showing definitely a growth toward meeting our goal. Our first grade students reading on or above grade level, they were at 50. Last time we assessed them, we were at 55%. If you look at last year, how they ended, last year we had only 55% of our first grade students were on or above grade level. So already now we're actually meeting last year, goal, right? So our goal is, well, our objective is to reach 63%. We want to exceed, obviously, last year goal or target. Second grade, our second grade student reading on or above grade level. We were, back in November, 57% of them were on or above grade level. Now we have 62%, so we're showing some improvement. Last year, they finished 65% of our students were on or above grade level when it comes to second grade. Obviously, we're getting there, but the goal again is not 65. We want to exceed that, and we want to definitely reach 70. So it looks like we are on the right path to achieve that 70% if we continue working with our students. So when it looks to if we are meeting or mastering our goal, we're definitely not meeting or mastering our goal, but really approaching, and we're really heading hopefully toward meeting that goal. Next steps. Obviously, we want to always celebrate and recognize any great improvement. Our campuses that met the MOI, but also want to continue monitoring reading on grade level percentages, and obviously help our campus administration with that data. We also want to continue coaching and work with our teachers and also our administrators to make sure that they're using the best strategies out there. And if they need any help or support, we'll be there to help them out by providing feedback and giving recommendations and things like that. And then obviously we have teachers who are still need maybe more help. We also will be working with them and helping them out develop reader-guided reading protocols, steps, checklists, and improving the system pretty much. And evidence, in other words, evidence is what we use to determine the data. Is we use primarily iStation to measure or assess our students on a monthly basis, and this is what we use pretty much to determine where our students are. I want to just give you something to be, we want to recognize our students and their growth. So we have below here, this table will talk about the students who have moved from below grade level in reading to meeting or exceeding this year. So in other words, these students already, by now, they're already exceeding, met or exceeded their current grade level. So if you look here, you look at the kindergartners, we have 225 students already reading at or above kindergarten level. First grade, we have 45 students, and second grade, we have 51 students who are reading on or above their grade level. The second thing that I would like to discuss with you is one of our my constraint on goal number 1. And the superintendent shall not hire any new campus principal with fewer than 3 years of demonstrated successful experience in campus district leadership role. Example, dean, assistant principal. And so the percentage of campus principal with fewer than 3 years of demonstrated successful leadership will be maintained at 0 by 2021. In other words, I cannot hire any principal, any new principal, if they didn't have 3 years or more experience as an assistant principal or dean. And we meeting that goal because the only new principal we hired a Truman Price, and she had a lot more than 3 years of experience as an assistant principal, curriculum strategist, specialist. So she has a lot of experience as a school administrator, and that's why we are meeting that constraint. And now that's the end of my presentation. If you have any question, comments, or concern, and then and then if you want to accept or not accept the presentation.
Accept.
Accept.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Question?
Question? Yeah, of course. Yes.
Okay, so if you go back to the slide on, as an example, second grade reading.
Yes.
So between November and January, there's an increase of 5%. Is it fair, is that a typical trajectory to say 5% every 2 months? Like, have we seen that typically?
I cannot per se say it's typical. I don't think it's a linear graph, if you will. It cannot say 100% it's going to be 5% every 2 months. And it's really, if you look at it, Ms. Reina, it says January here, but we usually used the end of the year of December. Why we did it? Because we didn't have enough time. Our students just got back last week, and we had the UOL competition, and then we just got back, right? So we didn't have a chance. We want to give our teachers, our students, our principals enough time to assess. So if you think about it, it's a January report, but really it's December assessment, like the end of the year.
Got
So
it.
it's really, yeah, but
So it's not like seeing this, like, increase in 5% from November
I
to
don't.
January gives us confidence that we're on the right track, or in a far enough track to meet the 70%.
I think what I can say for sure is we will see an improvement, and the goal everybody knows, our teachers know, our staff know, our principals know that our goal is set at 70%. So everybody will work hard to achieve the goal. What I cannot tell you for sure, like, we're gonna be at 64 next month, and then we're gonna be at 66, because it's just hard to predict. It's an iStation assessment, and it's tricky. And I think, do you have a director here, maybe from Ms. Bella? Is she here?
I'm just wondering if
Yeah.
in years past, when we run reports, if we see kind of what is the pattern. But I guess in future years, we will be
I
able
think
to see that.
I think probably this will be the year that
Yeah.
we will be setting that trajectory, I guess, and I think we can use this as a baseline for future year. I don't think we've been like doing this, monitoring this. I mean, I wasn't here, so I cannot.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking if Mr. Rana, if we did this, if you've seen that for the previous years at Donna.
Of course, we were monitoring the reading level previously, but in this fashion, we are presenting to the board the first time. But were we monitoring the reading level before? Yes, we were, and we were sharing these reports with the principal, with the teachers. So this thing was happening. But now we have a set goal, like we wanna go at the end of the year 70%. But that goal was made by directors to the teachers to the principal. But now they are the board goal, so that's what is being presented to you.
Because what I was thinking is, if we could say, if we use that as a predictor, right, 5% every 2 months, then it would indicate that we're on track. We just don't know yet, is what you're saying, if that is a good indicator or not.
Yes.
Ms. Reina, also it's more of a two-way, because I talked to Mr. Rana, just because the kids are reading on grade level does not necessarily mean that they're comprehending. So that's what I asked Mr. Rana, just because they're reading on level doesn't mean that they're comprehending, so it's kind of like two things.
Oh,
They're
the
reading on
iStation
grade
doesn't
level.
doesn't measure comprehension?
Well, it
on
doesn't,
grade level?
well, I mean, just because a child's on grade level does not necessarily mean that they're comprehending everything that they're reading.
As they are taking the test, they are reading the story. They are reading the story, they are answering the question. When they are reading the story, they are comprehending, but this report is not just how much they comprehended. So it's like a combination of things, like a reading and understanding what they are reading.
It's a holistic approach. So it measures different things, And then it gives you.
So it does measure comprehension?
Yes, and then the iStation gives, based on that information, tells you if the kid, what is he on grade level, in other words, what is his level? Is it 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, or 2.0? Depending on that, it's a holistic approach.
Combination of like,
Yes,
reading story
right.
and
And I guess maybe the final assessment would be, well, I mean, not necessarily second grade, but for the upper grades would be, was there a correlation with the STAR assessment?
Right.
The kids that were reading on grade level, is there a correlation? But
Yes.
it's only to second grade, it's up from third.
And there is a correlation. There is a, I'm going to go to Ariano, bilingual director, and I work hand in hand with language arts director in dealing with language arts because, and I get involved because it deals a lot with language development. That's why I'm talking here. But there's two assessments that iStation has. It's early reading, and it has the components of graphophonics, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and I think comprehension, right? And that's pre-K through second. And then, pre-K through third, sorry. And then fourth on up, now it's advanced reading, right? And that's comprehension, vocabulary, fluency, and one more. Word analysis. There you go. I'm trying to keep track of everything. So,
What was the last one?
word analysis. Word analysis. So, in these past years, we have downloaded the iStation at like in April, right? No, in May. I'm sorry. In May. In May, we get the reading levels, and then we get the STAR performance of students. And then we lay it all out, right? As far as the correlation between the reading levels and STAR performance. At what point do kiddos per grade level start reaching the approaches, right? And the meets or the masters, right? So in every grade level, we have that information. So basically, it all boils down to, if you're not reading on grade level, yeah, you're not gonna pass. If you're in the intermediate reading levels, like let's say in third grade, if you're reading anywhere between like a second to a 3.5, right, you're gonna get some passing. You might be like at the 50 percentile. 50% of the kids might pass within those ranges. Once you hit at about 311, which is third grade, 11 months, which is basically where you should be when you take the STAR exam, now you're looking at 90 to 97% passing. And it basically boils down at every grade level, up to 8th grade, because iStation only goes up to 8th grade. That's where we found those correlations.
Now, go back to the prior slides, Dr. Az. Back. Maybe you should, go back on.
One more?
There's, more. I think where it's got,
This one?
like, it had kinder first and second, it had numbers. No,
This one, all together
No.
combined?
no, there was one that just had numbers,
There
like
it
for
is,
kinder.
Oh, yeah,
Kindergarten
yeah,
students,
oh, yeah,
there it
got
is.
you. It's a table, it's chart. This one here?
Yeah, on that one, it would be, those are the kids that have moved. It would be interesting to have, there's 45 students that have moved from below grade level to meeting or exceeding
So-
out of how many first
So,
grade students?
so,
Or
so,
out of how many
so-
second grade students?
yes. So these students already met their goal before the end of the year. So this is what this chart shows. Is this explaining, because remember, they're supposed to be on or above grade level, right? And so these students, if you please feel free.
Right.
These students already met. So if I'm first grade students, right? And I'm already at 2.1 or 2.0, that means I already met or exceeded my goal early on without even finishing up the school year. These are the students who are already exceeding. Am I wrong?
Right,
No,
and
correct.
again,
Yes.
these are not the only kiddos that are reading on grade level or above. These are
That's what I
kiddos that
was-
started way below.
Got it.
They started at the beginning of the school year, they were not reading on grade level.
And
Now it's December, now they're reading on grade
So
level.
it could have been kids that were reading below grade level, but instead of going to meeting, now they actually went all the way to exceeding.
Right, some,
Or
yes.
from
of them.
below to meeting.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Right, okay.
Right, like the kindergarten students, they were at 8A or rebus or a 0 as far as reading. And now they're at least at a K.4 or above. Because if you look at kids that are reading on grade level, there's some kindergartners that are actually reading at about second grade level.
I guess maybe what I'm trying to figure out, like, for example, first grade, you've got 45 students. So how many are still not reading on level?
And that's something if
Out of the, like, let's say there's 1,000 first graders,
right.
how many are
Yes.
still not reading on level? I guess, trying to figure out.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think this is mainly for student recognition, that he listed student recognition below is the number of students who have moved from
Right.
below. But he didn't present, he's not including like the entire presentation to encompass all first graders.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
that's.
That would be like another presentation.
Well, from this, I mean, we know from the percentage wise, 45% of first graders are not reading on grade level.
Right.
So are those 45 not numbers, they're percentages?
No,
The
that is
numbers.
showing something different. That
Numbers.
table, yeah, that
Yes.
table
Those
is
are numbers.
showing.
Yeah,
Yes.
the one that you
The
were
chart-
looking at. Yeah,
the
that's
chart,
the number,
Yes,
right?
it's the number of students, correct.
If I can add, we have first grade, 853 students they tested,
Okay,
853,
in first grade.
first grade, and 468, yeah, and 468
Okay, so 468.
they were at grade level, and
Okay.
385 they were not at grade level.
Okay, perfect, that's what I was trying to analyze in my head. I got you, okay. Okay, I don't have any
Yeah,
questions.
it's right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so this is the number. So this is how many.
853
yeah,
tested,
and this is how many-
468 they are
That's
on level,
exactly what I was trying to,
Yeah.
but,
and
yeah, I got you.
385 they are still have not been on the grade level.
Right,
And we have a
Yeah,
for
that
every
was,
grade level.
that
kinder,
is
first, and
presented
second.
after the STAR testing, they present all that. This was just mainly the recognition, how they're meeting the
Or
goals that we have
exceeding,
set.
meeting or
Or
exceeding.
exceeding.
Yeah.
right, got you.
All right.
And we have by grade level, kinder first and second.
What? Just analytic, I want all the numbers in front of me so they can.
That'll be later.
Okay. Any other questions?
No.
No. All right. Thank you.
I'm waiting for him.
No, we already accepted it.
Yeah, we were accepted,
We
right?
already accepted.
Yes, accepted. Okay.
We need a
Number
motion
three,
to accept.
No, we all accepted.
Just a report, right?
It's
Yeah.
not
This is a
a,
It's a
report.
report.
It's not-
it's just a report.
Okay, number three, recognition of the teams of GT students who participated in the GT competitions and earned first place in their respective grades in first through fifth. Mr. Superintendent?
Thank you, Ms. Watts, board members and community members. We have Ms. Betancourt is here. She's our advanced academic director, and she's here to.
No, it's gonna be.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. So Ms. Anderson, our director, our science director, will be here helping us out, acknowledge and recognize our students. We had a competition, a GT competition back last fall, and our student did an outstanding work, outstanding job, and we need to make sure that we acknowledge them and recognize their hard work. And so it's my pleasure again to introduce our Ms. Anderson, but also make sure that we acknowledge and recognize our students for their hard work, and obviously our parents for really standing behind them and helping out, do a great project and be very successful. Ms. Anderson?
Hi, good evening again. I'm Miss Anderson. Miss Betancourt was very sorry not to be here, but I'm not happy she wasn't feeling well, but I'm happy I get to present the students because it's fun. So before we start, I just want to let you know what the project was for those of you who don't know. Students were to read a book, and then they had kind of a challenge that they needed to create a video and then a product that solved a problem that was based on the book. So we have a video that our PR department prepared for Ms. Betancourt with just little clips of the presentations. They're not the full presentation. So if it seems like, why didn't the student finish? They're kind of edited so that we just have a short video.
Hola, mi nombre es Miquela Espino. Hola, mi nombre es Sigrid Espino. Y nosotros investigamos que podemos ayudar a los perros de la calle, que podemos darles un hogar, le podemos dar las vacunas y también le podemos dar una placa para que no se los pierdan. Good morning, this is Josue Bossos reporting live from South Padre Island, where volunteers are helping baby leatherback sea turtles into the ocean. Good morning, Josue. Today we are gathered here at South Padre Island to help release close to 500 leatherback hatchlings. First of all, I want to say thanks to all the people who came here this morning. For the past 5 months, we have been making sure the eggs and nests are safe from predators.
Every day, 29 people in the United States die in motor vehicle crashes. This is one death every 50 minutes.
After researching many ways our community could improve, we stumbled upon an issue that brings great stress not only to the families involved but also to the entire community. CBS 4 exclusive. Driver was drunk, high at time of fatal Donna crash. Unbelievable how the accident occurred and how so quick a life was lost. Our device will be convenient, affordable, easy to use, supported.
So that's what I'm taking.
But raise the two balls with
He doesn't know how to read. He's pretty dumb.
Guys, stop talking about Joel. He might have messed up in the past, but that doesn't mean we have to be talking about that.
5, whatever school. The kid's getting his second chance.
But that doesn't matter. Everybody deserves a second chance.
You're right.
Okay, so now we would like to recognize the students. I will first describe their project very quickly. I'll call up the students. We will recognize their teacher. And then if parents are here in the audience, you can stand and we can then applaud at the end for each group. So the first grade team from Guzman Elementary created a trifold brochure on taking proper care of pets and bringing awareness to homeless pets. The project was connected to The Grumpy Pets by Christine A. Lombardi. Their sponsor at Guzman Elementary was Teresa Nanez, and the students are Miquela Espino, Iker Espino, and Walter Navarrete. We're going to take a picture with the kids and sponsor.
Is our PR taking pictures? Yeah, sure. Let me do it. I want to grab the SWATs. Anybody who wants.
Yeah, let's move up here. Let's move right here in the front.
You got more participants? You got the whole team over here. How you doing? Oh, we're taking another picture, right? Yeah, they're gonna come. I mean, you might as well just stay down here.
Yeah, you guys can stay. All right, our second grade champions from Cáceres Elementary created a short video on bringing awareness to the conservation efforts to preserve our planet. The project was connected to Narwhal, Unicorn of the Sea by Ben Clanton, and their sponsor or their teacher was Eva Torres. I was lucky enough to judge this category. Okay, our third grade champions from Adame Elementary created a device to prevent drivers who were inebriated from driving. This could potentially save many lives. The project was connected to Dylan the Villain by K.G. Campbell. And the students are Kevin Garcia, Franco Segura, Leslie Sustaita, and Miranda Felipe. And their teacher was Yvette Martinez. Our fourth grade champions from Run Elementary created a blog used to encourage students who feel left out to reach out and ask for help. The project was connected to The Strange Case of Origami Yoda by Tom Engelberger. The students are Brian Arellano, Ulises Horacio Cervantes, and Joseph Toruinga. And their teacher is Sonia Salas. And finally, our fifth grade championship team from Ochoa Elementary created a short video used to encourage others to be a part of the solution, not the problem, in preventing bullying. The project was connected to the book Wish Tree by Catherine Applegate. The students are Juan Alvarez, Camila Garza, Noah Lopez, Isabela Marquez, Gael Robles, and Diamond Gonzalez, and their teachers were Christian Garcia and Jorge Ortega. Thank you so much for appreciating our students, their hard work, and also let's just give a last round of applause to all their teachers, parents, and everyone who supported them.
Congratulations to all our GT students and the parents. Thank you so much, and thank you for a great job. On number 4, we have discussion and possible action on approval of the 2018-2019 District Improvement Plan and all campus improvement plans. Mr. Superintendent.
Thank you, Ms. Watts, board members, parents, community members. So after adjusting or adopting our IE local and adopting, in particular, our board goals, we needed to go back and work on our district improvement plan as well as our campus improvement plan, because we want all of them to be aligned with our AE local and our board goals. So we worked, our directors, our staff, our principals, some of our teachers were involved with the work, because we wanted to make sure again that our district improvement plan as well as our campus improvement plan are aligned with our AE local. So, Mr. Rana, we prepared a presentation for you. So,
Good evening, board, Mr. Superintendent Dr. Isais. I'm presenting district improvement plan and the campus improvement plan. Before I start, I would like you guys can pull this one out. So what Dr. Isais was alluding to, this is in your package at the back. This is a AE local summary page. So this was board approved on November 13th. So once we had the updated goal, we have a 3 academic goal. Goal 1 is the percentage of kindergarten students reading on above or grade level will increase from 64 to 90% by the year 2023. So that's a goal number 1. Goal number 2, the percentage of students who achieve meets or master's performance level or STAR exam identified in the Texas State Accountability Report will increase from 37% to 60%. That was our goal number 2. Goal number 3, the percentage of graduates demonstrating college career and readiness standard, which is called CCMR, will increase from 43% to 90% by 2023. So these are the 3 board goal was approved on November 13th. So once we have a board goal, then we need to update our DIP, because DIP, the previous DIP had 11 goals and they were not aligned to the goal the board was approved. So today I'm going to present the updated the DIP since the board goal was approved November 13th. So you see AE local on your right hand side, the percentage of kindergarten grades second students reading on above grade level will increase from 64 to 90% by 2023. So our district improvement plan, goal 1, which aligned the AE goal 1, the Dana ESD will create an inviting educational climate that enhances learning and academic performance for all students so that they may excel in all areas of education and meet state and federal passing standard. The students will implement a balanced literacy program in early childhood education that will result in more students reading on or above grade level. So that's our DIP goal as the AE local goal. So we need to have a SMART goal. Like a DIP, this is a very Aristotle, very global goal, so we wanted to make it SMART goal. SMART is always they need to be very specific, they need to be measurable, they need to be achievable or attainable, they should be relevant, and then they should be timely manner, so we can measure them. So we wanted to change, just like the AE local is a SMART goal. We have a baseline, which is 64. We have an end in mind, which is 90%. How many year? 5 year. So that's a SMART goal. So we wanted to reflect the same thing in our DIP to make SMART goal. So then after writing the goal 1, we have a performance objective, which is called performance objective 1 and 2 and 3, which is a SMART. The district will focus on instructional improvement resulting in all students meeting goal or all accountability measure. The percentage of kinder to second grade reading on or above grade level will increase 5%. So right after the meeting, Dr. Valdez pointed to me that this person should be a 6%, not the 5%, because we have right now 64% and our goal is going to 70%. As I want to say, this is the DIP is always in flux, always changing, always we are adjusting to the needs. So definitely that will reflect in our DIP 6% instead of 5%. I just want to allude and want to thank Dr. Valdez bringing to my attention. Performance objective 2, bilingual / ESL facilitate kinder to second grade reading monitoring. 100% of teachers serving identified lab students will receive support in the understanding of language, literacy, and content interdependence. So we have 100% teacher support there, which is a SMART goal. Performance objective 3, this is our, all these 3 are the part of our literacy plan we are putting together for the DISE literacy plan. So here we are saying the library service, we have a 2 reading program. One is the accelerator reading program, we usually call AR program. The other we just board approved MyOn in the last 2 board meeting. So our goal is there that we wanna see our accelerated reading. Our accelerated reading right now, as of today, we have read 405,193,840 words as of today. But last year we read 7,733,045,425 words. So we want to increase the 7.3 million words by 5%. So that is our goal this year, which is make it the SMART goal. The next MyOn, we are saying that at the MyOn will implement in all elementary and middle school, and as a district will complete a minimum of 150,000 books. As of today, we have read 126,000 books. As I'm saying, we are saying this is a minimum goal. It's not like this is our the ceiling goal. This is our minimum goal, 150,000 books. As of today, we have read 126,000 books on MyOn. So this is the goal 1, as I said, the AE local and the district improvement plan, and these are the SMART goal performance objective in our goal 1. Moving on to goal 2, AE local goal 2 is the percentage of students who achieve meets or master's performance level on STAR exam identified in the Texas State Accountability Report will increase from 37% to 60% in 5 years, which is, it has a baseline, which is 37%, and in mind is 60%, How many years? 5 years. That's make it attainable, achievable, measure, and then a timely manner, and all those things. So our district improvement plan reflecting the same goal, Dana ISD will create an inviting educational climate that enhances learning and academic performance for all students, so that they may excel in all areas of education and meet state and federal passing standard. The percentage of students who achieve meets and or master's performance level on STAR exam will increase. Okay, increase how much? Then we are getting into the performance objective, the SMART goal. So we go by population. The first is the main goal. Just like in this one pager, if you can pick this one pager up, so I can. So if you look at the middle one, we have a goal which is a 3rd to 5th grade, is a 33% goal is this year, right? Next year will be 40%, following 47, 54, and eventually it will be 60%. And if you look at the next column, which is a 6th to 8th grade, right now our goal is 36%, and eventually it will be a 60% in 5 years. And the last column, which is the EOC, we have 41% to 60%. So our next year goal, this year goal is 45%, then 49, 53, 57, 60%. So this need to reflect into our DIP. So that's how you see the performance objective number 1. The percentage of students in grade 3, 3rd to 5th grade who achieve meets or masters performance levels on STAR exam will increase from 26% to 33% coming from here. And then the percentage of students in grade 6 to 8th grade who achieve meets or master performance level on the STAR increase from 29% to 36%. And then the percentage of students in grades 9 to 12 who achieve meets or masters performance level on STAR will increase from 41 to 45%. So these goals, the AE local, and you see they are laid out in a smart way in our DIP. So that's a very, very big improvement. I want to congratulate all my directors and principal and all the people there involved. That was a kind of a task, but we got it done. So let's take a look performance objective number 2. Advanced academics increase GT students achieving the meets or masters grade level standard on STAR by 3%. So we have there is no such a report in the state. They pull out the data, 3rd to 5th grade GT score should be this one, 6 to 8. It should be developed locally. So because it should be developed locally, we said 3%, and it will go like wherever for example, the data I have from the STAR last year. For example, I want to just give one example. Adame Elementary, 3rd grade math. GT, there are 5 students. Their approaches were 100%. Their meets were 100%. Their master was 80%. So their meets and master, they need to increase 3%. And that's our goal is in the DIP, in the reading, and so on and so forth. So we have a goal, our GT students, they will improve 3% their score wherever they are. Performance objective 3, special education students increase special education students achieving the meets and masters grade level by 2%. I just want to point out, we are not talking about the approaches. We are not talking about the approaches, we are talking about meets and master, which has a high passing standard and high rigor passing standard. So we are not talking about the approaches. We are talking about the meets and master. We want to see our students, they improve 2% in special education. Bilingual education increased by 5% point from last year to the number of the students identified as the lab students that achieve the meets and master grade level standard on STAR EOC. So our bilingual education students' goal is improving wherever they are, 5% in meets and master. CTE goal is improving again, 5% of amount of the CTE students achieving meets and master wherever they are. The 5th one, fine art students have the same goal. We have 5%. We will increase meets and master wherever they are. So these are the 5 performance objectives which address the AE local, which is improving from 37% to 60%. And here is a breakdown in the DIP, how we are going to achieve this thing. Yes, Dr.
May I just add if you notice, we made it SMART goals, right? But also, each director and they work together, right?
Yes, sir.
Because there is expectation for each one of them. I know here, Dr. V. I hate to pick on you, Dr. V, but she's here, and so she worked on like what we want. What is our expectation for the special ed students, right? And so she will be communicating that with her staff as well as our principal, our teachers, to ensure also differentiation, that every, we used to call them subgroups or groups of students are being addressed. In this case, special ed, but if you notice, CTE as well as bilingual, because the state does look at those groups as well. Look at the overall, but it also looks at each group. And so we wanted to make sure that, and our director wanted to make sure that their department or the group of students that are in charge of are actually also showing progress. And so they're gonna work together with their team as well as our principals and teachers to make sure that we helping our students move or improve. And you will see the same thing with goal number 3 when Mr. Rana will be talking about it, is that the same things like in this goal number 3, we're gonna create an instructional environment that will enhance the learning and academic performance of all students, and we'll make sure that the students are demonstrating or are ready for college, career, or military, right? What we call CCMR, and that's again aligned with our goal 3 AE local. And if you go to the next slide, you're gonna see that how we created those performance objectives. And again, we took look at it as a group. So overall, we're gonna go from 19 to 24. All our students go from 19 to 24. But then you can see also, we broke it down by CTE, advanced academics, special ed, bilingual, with, again, every subgroup or every group will be addressed. We need to make sure, again, we are differentiating and we're not leaving anybody behind, that we all like improving and getting better. Go ahead, Mr.
As Dr. Izai was saying, like a performance objective number 1, this is about the TSI. So you see our TSI score is 19% and our goal is going to 24%. And how we are going to get there, we are planning to test our students even in 8th grade when they take the STAR test, the first administration, the student, they are successful. So we give them the math and reading TSI at that time and increase the number. So this is a very strategic plan that we have, how we are going to go improve our the student. They are college ready. In the first objective, TSI 19% to 24%. Then we keep going, the AP and dual enrollment credit, including there are two. When you have a dual AP dual enrollment and then the college associate degree, they are the performance level and then the participation. So we want to increase in both in participation and also in performance. So right now here our goal is dual enrollment credit, including associate degree, will increase from 34% to 43%. So this data is coming straight from the TAPER report, and which I'm going to present in the next board meeting. So this is not like a made up number. This data is coming from the state reports or our district reports, and which I'm going to cover at the end. So like performance objective 3, CTE, our goal is that our student certification will increase by 2%. And I'm going to we already see a lot of certification we are already offering our students, and then we will surpass these goals, and so on and so forth. So these are the performance goal for goal AE local goal 3 and DIP goal 3. Goal 4 is AE local has only 3 goals. So now goal 4, although this goal are not explicitly stated in the Dana ISD local, these are essential for meeting for financial goal. So our 4th goal is about the fiscal responsibility or fiscal sound district. That's our goal is we want to be the Dana ISD will continue to follow sound fiscal and managerial practice to provide a highly qualified staff, appropriate resources, technology, and well-maintained facility to promote increased students' achievement. So though there is no AE local goal, but this is in our DIP, we want to be a fiscal sound district where we make a very sound decision based on on our students' need. There are 8 performance objective. The first is like business and finance. The district will ensure fiscal responsibility by reviewing internal control of at least 3 departments per year. Maintain and financial transparency website that has minimum 20 points awarded by the Texas controllers of public accounts, and maintain proper allocation of resources to improve students' achievement by ensuring 90 days of general funds. Fund balance remain in unassigned classification. So they have their 8 performance, and you see they're all SMART goal. They are not just the Aristotle or just the global goal. So each objective, they have their numbers that they need to meet at the end of the year. I don't want to go read all those things. If it's okay to move on to the next one. So next goal is our goal 5, where we want to see our school, we are providing safe and nurturing school environment, where our students are safe, our staff is safe, our staff is safe, and we provide a very nurturing environment. And in this goal actually has so many performance. They have 17 performance objective. So I don't want to read all of them. They have all the SMART goal. Any performance objective you would like to discuss, I would. There are 17 performance objective. Are we good? Moving on. The last one, we have objective 6, which is our community, parents and community involvement. That's our goal number 6. So we go that though this is not a local, but this is very essential, very important that we have our community, our parents, they are involved in students' education. So there are 7 performance objectives, how we are going to involve our community and the parents. So the DLPAC, through DLPAC, parent and faculty engagement department, bilingual education, they are going migrant, nursing and health, fine art, and nutrition food services. They hold a shack meeting at least 4 times a school year. So you see, there are 6 goals now in our DIP. I'm going to sum it up as I have a still teacher thing. I always sum it up things. The first goal is about the reading level. Second goal is about the meets and master. Third goal is CCMR. So those, our AE local or DIP, they are fully aligned. The fourth goal is our fiscal responsibility business goal, and the fifth is our students, they are safe and sound, we are providing them nurturing environment, and sixth goal is our community is involved, parents are involved, our students' education. So these are the 6 our DIP goal is. So as you see this triangle, we have a DIP, we have a DIP, goals are used to make CIP, CIP goals are coming from AE local, the DIP goals are coming from AE local. So this, you see the triangle that describe how our CIP and DIP, they are aligned.
Can I add something? And you know, this is the first time, obviously, this is the first year we developed, or I guess we changed this AE local goals, right? So, and so I want to commend our principals and our staff were engaged with them as working on the CIP, but also our central office people also work on the DIP, because there was an overhaul, like it was a huge effort, because they pretty much almost like built it from nothing, right? Because they have to align their DIP and the CIP to this new goals we just adopted back in October, November. And so it took some time, it took a lot of work and a lot of effort. And I wanna again thank them for all the effort that they did put in. But also, as Mr. Rana will talk about it, it's an ongoing effort, right? Because this is supposed to be a living document. We're supposed to be going back. This is kind of like a lesson plan, you know, for a teacher. This is what we need to be doing and monitoring. But also, sometimes we may have to adjust or tweak based on maybe different needs, different things happen. The resources may not be there, or more resources will be available. So it's a living document. But again, I just want to again say it one more time that I want to thank our principal and their staff and our central office directors and folks who really work really hard, I guess, to really align and really create this living document that's supposed to be the guiding, is guiding the work. Anything we do is supposed to be aligned to this DIP and CIP and CIP, I guess.
So now, after DIP, as I showed the triangle before, that this is a triangle DIP, CIP, and AE local. So in the CIP, we are, just like Dr. Isai said, that this is a planning is an ongoing process. This is a living document. The need assessment and revision to the plans should occur at least annually. Coordinated funding as documented here, so that our CIP will be mimic the DIP. So what data we use in our data analysis, as you see the district for the elementary on one side and secondary on the other side. We use six week data. We use benchmark, report cards, campus visit, walkthroughs, director strategies, feedback. The state we use STAR assessment and state accountability reports, TELPAS assessment, PBMS report, SR report, taper report. So these are the we use to generate our DIP and our goal. Other reading level we just presented a few minutes ago: attendance data, discipline data, staff, students, and parents survey, budget, iStation, Imagine Math, technology data, attendance data, T-test and T-PES data. So these are the things we have in our elementary, and the secondary they have more in other. In other will be SAT, ACT, AP, dual, graduation rate, retention rate, completion rate, students engagement survey, discipline, and so on.
It's overwhelming. So I'm looking at all that stuff, but yeah,
So these are the things we pull the data and then generate the.
Nice to have it in one place.
Yeah, no, right.
Question? So now, where we have all this like a CIP and DIP, we have a plan for learning. That's where we house our DIP and CIP. And if you allow me, I'm going to go online, and then we are going to show. So the location of DIP, CIP is, if you go to the district website, and under the resources, you will see department directory, and then you will see the testing and evaluation, where the pointer is. And then you go inside and you will see the district improvement plan and all the campuses CIP. Thank you, but I'm going to show you where the online. So if we go to the department, and under department we go testing, we go open testing, and then we have a testing director, Ms. Ophelia Alvarez, and then from there you have a district and campus improvement plan. District improvement plan, I'm going to open district. As you see 1819, I open this plan, and that's a plan. You will see mission statement, vision statement, core belief, and then after core belief you will see the table of content, and then the comprehensive need assessment, and demographic, and then after demographic, student achievement, and that's where you see the.
That's the previous version,
Yeah.
right? So this is what will be uploaded to that spot, right?
So, right.
That's a, yeah.
That's new. That's today.
That's a new.
Yeah.
Today.
This,
You just need to scroll lower.
That's all CNs.
Mhm.
And get to the one area.
These are all CNA.
yeah, also CNA, you have to go down all the way. But you also,
Yeah.
here we go. It starts.
Okay, so it starts with a DISD, create an inviting educational climate that enhances learning and academic performance for all students so that they may excel and so on and so forth. So these are the goal, and then we have a performance objective.
Oh, because it's in that different.
It's a
The-
PDF. It's not
the-
a
yeah.
living.
The performance objective, you see many students reading below and grade level root cause, and then
So I just want to clarify, so this is the PDF, so we actually use a Plan for Learning. It's an online tool, so if we need to adjust something, we go there, we adjust it, and we'll have to upload another PDF form. So we don't go and update the PDF, we actually go to the Plan for Learning
I should have gone to
website.
the Plan for Learning.
Yes, and that's how you update it and you change it.
Okay, I go back to my PowerPoint. Any question? Any question?
No questions. I just want to say, I can only imagine the amount of work it takes from so many people to really make this a document that's not just words on a paper that we go through the motions to complete and submit, but is something that we can reference and all share. So I just want to say thank you for all the work that's done. This is what it looks like when a district is pulling in the same direction together.
Yeah.
It is work like this, and I know it takes a lot of work to then like put this into action, but to me, this is what it looks like when everyone's aligned, from the board to the superintendent, the principals, the teachers, like, and it just makes me so proud and so excited, and we should all be proud of where we're going and how far we've been. So I just want to thank you all.
And if you allow me, I want to applaud all my directors and my principal sitting there. They did a phenomenal job.
Yes, they
Give them
did.
a big round of applause. This
It was torture, right? I'm kidding, I'm just kidding.
Miss Alicia Arena, as you
They
said,
did
that
a
was
It was
not
hard
an easy
work,
task.
It was.
And this is not an easy task. This
Big
is
commitment, yes.
It's I want to admire my
But
school principal, campus principal, and the directors. They're just phenomenal people. I'm
Yes.
a privilege and very honored to work with them as their colleagues.
absolutely, and they did an awesome job. All our staff did an awesome job. But this is just the beginning, and thank you, Ms. Rena, for those kind words. It's just the beginning because again, this is a living document, so we are adjusting as the needs, changes and the resources changes. And also, the most important piece now that we develop this is how we end up be able to implement, monitor, right, and make sure that we're reaching those goals that we set for ourselves, right, and for our students. And so it's just the beginning. It takes time, but as you mentioned earlier, I mean, we have a dedicated group of teachers, staff, principals, directors, folks who've been working hard, and they're gonna work even harder now. And I have no doubt in my mind that we're gonna achieve, everything that we set for our students. So thank you, Mr. Rana. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I have one thing that I just noticed I will just comment. So on page 11, just under goal 4 performance objectives, I think there are some in here that definitely are more measurable than others. I think there's some more work to be done on, say, for example, 6, 7, and 8, for those to be measurable. So for example, maintenance department, or custodial department, provide safe, facilities that are safe and clean. How are we measuring that? What are the things that we're looking at? Or like warehouse fixed assets. Ensure all requisitions are requested by campuses and department district-wide are expedited in a timely manner. To me, something like that would look like 75% of requisitions requested over the course of the year were fulfilled within a 72-hour period. That to me would be like a measurable. So that's the only thing I would, kind of go back and look at.
Definitely,
Thank you.
Doctor.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Definitely.
And it's a great observation, and we will take it in consideration and we'll adjust accordingly.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any questions? Okay. Is there a motion? We need a motion.
I make the motion to approve.
Second.
Please. Motion made by Ms. Dr. Valdez, second by Mr. Rios, De Los Rios.
Favor?
In favor?
I also vote in favor. Motion passes. An open forum, we have no one that signed up this evening, so we'll go to the next consent agenda. Is there, board members, you got your packets and you looked over the consent agenda. Is there anything that you might want to discuss or pull out or? No one? Okay, well then, do I have a motion?
I move.
I second.
Motion made by Dr. Berry, second by Mrs. Valdez.
I vote in favor.
In favor?
I also vote in favor. Motion passes.
Ms. Watts, if you may allow me?
Sure, go ahead, sir, right.
Thank you. I just want to clarify, or I guess I know because I had a couple of questions about the increase in teacher attendance incentives, and for the stipend and stuff like that. I just want to, for information and for the record, we received some federal money. It's federal money that is Title II Part A. It's what we call 255. It's the grant federal money. And so that money, usually federal money is very tight and it only can be used specifically for certain things. And it wasn't like a huge amount of money. So that money is usually set for like professional development and some incentives, training specifically for teachers and principals. And so what's the better way of using it just to incentivize our teachers if they come here every day and things like that and work with our students. So that's why we proposed to our board, and thank you for approving it, is again, it's a federal money, it's a federal grant money that's very tight, Title II Part A, very tight as far as how we can use it or not use it. It comes with a lot of strings attached to it. So I just want to clarify that for the information.
Thank you, sir.
Got it.
The time is 7:23. We will go into executive session. It's authorized by the Texas Government Code sections 551.071, .072, .073, .074, .075, .076, .082, .083, and .084. We're going to executive session. It's 8:23. We're back in open session. Take possible actions on matters discussed in executive session. A, discussion and possible action to approve superintendent's recommendation of personnel, approval of recommendation professionals, paraprofessionals, and auxiliary personnel.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Rios, second by Dr. Mary.
In favor.
I also vote in favor. Motion passes. B, no action. Oh, I'm sorry. B, discussion and possible action to approve pending or completed litigation, settlement matters, and/or matters where the professional duty under state board requires private consultation with the school attorney. No action. Next would be, do we have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I make the motion.
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Valdez, second by Dr. Mary,
In favor.
and also vote in favor. Motion passes. Meeting adjourned.
Thanks for hanging out.
Okay.